A pleasant day, sir and classmates. I'm Natalie Grace Didanlag from Group 7, and our report is all about gender roles and stereotypes. Our society has set of ideas about how we expect men and women to dress, behave, and present themselves. First, let's tackle about what are gender roles. Gender roles in society means how we expect to act, speak, dress, groom, conduct ourselves based upon our assigned sex. For example, girls and women are generally expected to dress in typical feminine ways and be polite, accommodating, and nurturing, while men are generally expected to be strong, aggressive, and bold. Every society, ethnic group, and culture has gender role, expectation, but they can be very different from group to group. They can also be changed in the same society over time. For example, pink used to be considered as masculine color in the USA, while blue was considered feminine. And this is actually different in our country because in our country, pink is actually a color for girls and while blue is color for boys. So upon knowing gender roles, let's talk about how gender role stereotypes affect people. A stereotype is a widely accepted judgment or bias about a person or group. Even though it's overly simplified and not always accurate, stereotypes about gender can cause unequal and unfair treatment because of person's gender, and this is called sexism. So there are actually 4 basic kinds of gender stereotypes that will be reported by Sunshine L. Lorenzo.
Good day everyone, I'm Sunshine Lorenzo. My topic is how do gender stereotypes can affect people. A stereotype is a widely accepted judgment or bias about a person or a group, even though it is overly simplified and not always accurate. Stereotypes about gender can cause unequal and unfair treatment because of a person's gender, and this is called sexism. There are 4 basic kinds of gender stereotypes. The first one is the personality traits. The example of this is women are often expected to be accommodating and emotional, while men are expected to be self-confident and aggressive. The second one is a domestic behavior. Some people expect that the woman will take care of the children, cook and clean the house, while men take care of finances, work on the car, and do some home repairs. The third one is the occupations. Some people quick to assume that the teachers and nurses are women, while the pilots, engineers, and doctors are men. The last one is the physical appearance. Women are expected to be thin and graceful, while men are expected to be tall and muscular. And that's all. Thank you.
I'm Erica May Santos and our topic is about gender stereotypes. Hyperfemininity is the exaggeration of stereotype behavior that's believed to be feminine. Hyperfeminine folks exaggerated the qualities they believe to be feminine. This may include being passive, naive, sexually inexperienced, soft, flirtatious, grateful, nurturing, and accepting. Hypermasculinity is the exaggeration of stereotype behavior that's believed to be masculine. Hypermasculine folks exaggerate the qualities they believe to be masculine. They believe they're supposed to compete with other men and dominate feminine folks by being aggressive, worldly, sexually experienced, insensitive, physically imposing, ambitious, and demanding. These exaggerated gender stereotypes can make relationship between people difficult. Hyperfeminine folks are more likely to endure physical and emotional abuse from their parents. Hypermasculine folks are more likely to be physically and emotionally abusive to their partners. Extreme gender stereotypes are harmful because they don't allow people to fully express themselves and their emotions. For example, it's harmful to masculine folks to feel that they are not allowed to cry or expressive sensitive emotion, and it's harmful to feminine folks to feel that they're not allowed to be independent, smart, or assertive. Breaking down gender stereotypes allow everyone to be their best selves.
So the next topic is how can I fight? How can we fight gender stereotypes? You probably see gender stereotypes all around you. You might also have seen or experienced sexism, which I discussed earlier, or discrimination based on your gender. There are ways to challenge the stereotypes to help everyone, no matter their gender or gender identity, feel equal and valued as people. So this challenge will be reported by Ariza.
Point it out. Magazines, TV, film, and the internet are full of negative gender stereotypes. Sometimes, these stereotypes are hard for people to see unless they're pointed out. Be that person. Talk with friends and family members about the stereotypes you see and help others understand how sexism and gender stereotypes can be hurtful. Be a living example. Be a role model for your friends and family. Respect people regardless of their gender identity. Create a safe space for people to express themselves and their true qualities regardless of what society's gender stereotypes and expecting are. Speak up. If someone is making sexist jokes and comments, whether online or in person, challenge them. Give it a try. If you want to do something that's not normally associated with your gender, think about whether you'll be safe doing it. If you think you will, give it a try. People will learn from your example.